everything is kind of based on these real lives as much as possible. Even the dog is based on a real dog, and that was really fun. But the dog is fine. The dog is unscathed by the end. Let's just put that out there.
I, I understand why we have to clarify the dog's
Mm,
okay, but in back there's a little bit in my head that makes me go, why are we clarifying? But
we have to.
we have to.
We have to. I remember a long time ago asking on Twitter, when it was still a nice place to be, that what if I had a dog in it and the dog ended up dying, and people were like, I would throw the book across the room. I would 1-star review it everywhere. I would never read you again. I was like, dog's fine. The dog's fine.
It's just
Awful.
you could do whatever you
Yeah.
want to people in
Yep.
any way, shape, or form, and readers are okay with it.
Yep.
Any mention of a pet,
Yeah.
they're on
Out of that.
guard. They're like, what happens? What
You're
happens?
blacklisted author. Complete awful.
So you already explained that the characters
Yes.
in The Rush like influenced by real people. So it does follow on for the next question, which is like, what came to you first, the character, a specific scene, the overall premise, or something completely different?
For this book, it was the premise. Well, it was the setting, really. I wanted to write a novel set in the Gold Rush. I always have, and I did a talk at St Hilda's, as you know, because you were there.
Yeah.
That made that this all came from that, because I gave a talk on Man versus Wild and Jack London and the Gold Rush and things like that. And an editor came up to me afterwards and said, "Have you ever thought about writing a novel?" And I was like, "Yes, only every month at least." And then it became very clear immediately that I needed to focus on the women. So that premise, the women of the Gold Rush, came first. And then it was quite easy to piece that into a full narrative when I discovered that these incredible women were alive at the time and doing what men were doing. They were mining, they were owning businesses, they were doing the whole 600-kilometer trek, but they were doing it in skirts and shoes, and unsuitable attire, and that is the kind of classic, you women's history we're kind of overlooked a bit, and I really wanted to pull that into the
I was
fore.
just trying to think.